everyone is so excited about these hostages that are supposed to be released tomorrow on Shabbat. It's almost Shabbat. The sun's going down. And Colonel Shemer Raviv, he says, be careful when we're fighting an Iranian axis of evil and the proxy armies, 7-front war, that there could be an 8th front opening up on the Egyptian border. There's terrorists in the Sinai Peninsula, and to just be careful. And Raviv is highlighting that, we got to keep our eyes open and bolster troops everywhere. Just when people are talking about a ceasefire and they're thinking that everything's going to be fine, is it really going to be fine? We just got to be alert. I'm staying ready myself. I was supposed to be on a big mission yesterday, but I'm still going to just have to be in readiness and watch these borders. Netanyahu, our prime minister, defended Elon Musk after that whole thing about this Nazi salute. He loves Israel. He's not doing a Nazi salute. He's just saying, my heart is with you guys. And but what's really so hypocritical when I think about that? Where are all the people that said nothing when Hezbollah was doing Nazi salutes, when Nazi salutes were happening in Italy, when they were happening on the streets of America outside Disneyland? Where is the outrage? It's so funny how people are. I really like Steve Witkoff. He's planning to come to Israel and check on what we're doing on the Philadelphia corridor, the Netzarim corridor of Gaza, making sure those sensors are working, making sure they can't start digging more tunnels as things are changing. And Witkoff, I really hope he'll be a great friend to Israel in this time, and it'll be different kind of than the former administration, and our hands aren't going to be tied, but we can actually continue to locate and dismantle weapons. You see, that's what's happening in Hezbollah-controlled southern Lebanon, right? We moved them back. They're trying to come back, and the Lebanese army isn't really stopping them, and so we're dismantling some of those weapons still right now. And there's supposed to be a 60-day ceasefire that is supposed to happen. Will it happen? We're just all holding our breath for that one. 7th Brigade of the 91st Division has really been dismantling a lot of these infrastructure of the Hezbollah that's threatening the citizens of Israel in the north. And so, I'm talking AK-47s, missiles, grenades, underground shelters. Yahalom has really been helping with this. This is happening right now. The 300th Brigade with the 146th Division is doing a lot of work in Ataya Ashab. Okay, I was right near there myself, and there's just an insane amount of weapons over, how many years have they been building this up with a plan to invade Israel, to do an October 7th on Israel. So these brigades are hard at work, and we're all hoping that eventually the people that live in the north will be able to go back to their houses. They still aren't able to go back to their houses and to their businesses, and they're still displaced persons that we help as the Aliyah Return Center. And so we still gotta get them home, and so you can see also in Jenin, you see the massive amounts with the iron walls operation to uproot Iranian proxies right inside Israel in Judea and Samaria, the heartland of Israel. And this is some serious ongoing operations, serious, really, really big. And so Trump administration says, we're backing you. And they said they want to really stop Iran's race for the nuke, but wants to do it diplomatically and with sanctions. But they said all options are on the table. And along with Israel, it could very well be that an operation will have to take place in Lebanon to remove the Isfahan reactor, the Natanz reactor in the mountain, and others. And so that's exactly what's happening right now. And Trump's comeback really is a game changer. It's a shift where we can, if we must, continue to defeat Hamas entirely. And that's what the plan was. Cut this whole Palestinian Authority, pay to slay, or get back to the Abraham Accords. It's not an illegal settlement. No, it's the promised land. Jewish people living in Judea. Wow. It's a no-brainer. Jews are from Judea. It's not an illegal settlement in Judea and Samaria. And so I just think it's an amazing time to be alive right now. When you see how UNRWA, UNRWA, how they literally had people, they held hostages in that facility, in an UNRWA facility. That's just so wild that, and the UNIFIL in Lebanon, they had tunnels right outside. I saw them myself right outside the UN facilities, Hezbollah terror base, and so I just think UNIFIL is like a United Nations interim force in Lebanon, has not helped to make sure that Resolution 1701 is fulfilled. And they back over to the Litani River. Not happening. So it's got to happen. It's got to happen. And inflating numbers. They also lied about the numbers of 700,000 original, and they said there's over 6 million today. They're not dealing with the issue. So UN is really something we got to put our eyes on too, and say, how can we do this differently? And they got Salman, Crown Prince of the United Arab Emirates. He's saying he wants to come and help. I just want to look towards the Lord in this time. Look towards God for a lasting peace. It's not through these organizations, and it's through, Psalms 44. I do not trust in my bow or my sword to bring me victory, but you give us victory over our enemies. Put our adversaries to shame. That is what we believe for. Shabbat Shalom.